And I was going to string my guitar, and I thought, why don't I shoot a video of stringing your guitar? So I'm going to do a little close-up of some tricks that I do when it comes to the headstock, and I'll give you some tips. And then I'm going to shoot another video, and so you should have a look for it. And in that video, I'm going to talk about how to set up your intonation. Now, a lot of people take their guitars, they get set up, and they get charged for it. And you really don't have to. There's a few simple things that you can do. And you should really do this every time you change your strings. And one thing I recommend too is that you stick with the same brand. So if you're using D'Addario's 10 to 46, I recommend that you always stick with that same brand so you won't have as much to do when it comes to setting up your intonation. But that's another video. So in this video, let's go over how to string your guitar. Okay, everyone, welcome back. Now we're having a look at the headstock here of my Gibson because I want to show you how to string the string properly. Now here's the strings that I'm going to put on. Now these are, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but these are the ones I use, D'Addario. Now these ones here are a regular light gauge. And so the high E would be a 10 and the low E would be a 46. So depending on your playing style, you may want to go with 9s, but people feel that 10s have a better tone. So that's the strings I'm going to use. So I'll take off this string, and then when we come back with the magic of editing, I'll be putting on the low E string. Okay, one thing you want to do, I've got the new string that I've put through here. Now, one of the things that you want to do is that you want to have this side, if you've got a Gibson Les Paul headstock, then the headstock is going to turn this way. So I would say that would be in a counterclockwise motion. So one thing you want to do is you want to leave enough leeway in the string so you can get about 2 or 3 wraps around your little headstock pin here. And you want to do it in a way that the string comes back on itself. So what I like to do is I like to wrap it under like this. So as it tightens, I don't know if you can see that pattern, that as it tightens, it puts a little weight against that and sort of keeps the string in place a little better. I hope you can see that. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to string this up, and then I'll show you how to do the other side, which is pretty much the same, except you do it in a different direction. So when you're tuning it, you would tune it this way, in this direction. I'm headed this way. And then with this side of the headstock, you would do it the opposite way. So hopefully that's clear enough. I hope you can see that in this video. Okay, now I've got a couple winds here. Now if you can see, if you look here, I'm trying to keep the pressure down so as I turn it, it stays tight. And you can see here, if you look really closely on this, that you can see now I've got the string pressure holding the part of the string that I bent. And then I'm keeping that tension as I wind it. So here we go. Now we're starting to get the slack out of the string. We should have a pretty good hold on it right there. Now one other thing you're going to probably want to use is a pair of duckbills or cutters. And then what you would do is you would cut the string so that it doesn't get caught on your fingers when you're tuning. So something like right about here is fine. If you're Eddie Van Halen, you probably leave it a little longer so you could put your cigarettes on the end of your guitar strings. And you might just want to tuck that down a little bit so that you don't injure yourself on that. And one thing, don't cut these strings before you get them on, because I've seen people who trim their strings and then realize they're not long enough. So make sure that's not something that you do until you get the string on your headstock. So it's pretty much the same procedure. For the next couple of strings, like I said, it would be a different direction with the Gibson headstock. And if it was an inline with 6 on one side, it'd pretty much be the same. To see more videos like this one, just click on the hyperlink below this video. You'll see a blue hyperlink. It says howtoplaytheguitarhq.com. Click on that link and visit my website, and you'll see a lot of great video tutorials. Also, while you're here, click on the subscribe button just above this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel to be kept up to date on all my latest videos. So this is Craig Beckta again from howtoplaytheguitarhq.com, and I'll see you in the next video.